Welcome to week 7 of DearPiggy's Intro to JavaScript course. So in this week's videos, we're going to be working a little bit more with array methods. So a little bit deeper into arrays, right? So basically, we're going to do it a little bit differently this time. Instead of having like, I don't know, 1 or 2 videos that sums up the entire lesson 7, we're going to be doing short, quick 5-minute clips that we'll maybe have 4 or 5 of them for this lesson. So this first short video clip here is going to be working with the delete keyword, and this delete keyword is basically where we can sort of get rid of items in our array. Now the reason why I said get rid of in these quotation marks is because we don't actually delete anything, right? I think the most important thing to remember is that when we use the delete keyword, we're not deleting something, we're replacing it with undefined. So let's do a quick example with that first, and then we'll get into it a little bit more, and hopefully then we can see what's going on. So go ahead and go to Replit, create a new REPL here, HTML, CSS, JS, and create your REPL. First thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my script tag down underneath, and then I'm going to create my array to kind of get us going, right? So let me get rid of this part, and alrighty, so remember from last week's videos, we know that arrays are variables with multiple values, right? So basically what we can do is we say var, and let's see, what topics do we do? Let's do football teams, guys. Let's do football teams. So football, and set it equal to these brackets. So basically, football is kind of like a broad generic topic. Of course, there are a bunch of football teams, and these are going to be the values in our arrays, our items, right? So let's see. I live in Dallas, so I have to be a Cowboys fan. How they're doing is questionable, but we're going to put them down. Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady's team. I'm part of the Brady fan. And let's see a few more. These names are just falling out of my head, guys. Kansas City Chiefs. I always spell Chiefs wrong. I think it's just a me thing, but I can never seem to spell Chiefs right on the first try. And let's go ahead and add in one more here. So let's go ahead and do Green Bay Packers. So if I forgot your team, I'm sorry. Don't get mad. You can do that in your own array, right? So now we have our football array with 4 items, 4 football teams, the Cowboys, Buccaneers, Chiefs, and Packers, right? So now, say I want to delete the Chiefs, or like use the delete keyword on the Chiefs. Now, how we use it is quite simple. We use the index, right? And the index, remember, the index is kind of telling the position. So like, where is this item located? A couple things to remember: the difference between item and index. Index is the position at where it's located, which means you start counting from 0. Pretty weird, right? But item is like every separate thing in our array. So we start counting from 1. So for the delete keyword, we use indexes. So I always spell that wrong, indexes. So Dallas Cowboys is 0, Buccaneers is 1, Kansas City Chiefs is 2. So we know that if we want to delete the Kansas City Chiefs, we got to use index number 2. So it's very simple to delete this. All we're going to do is we're going to write the keyword delete. And then we're going to give the array name. And in this case, our array name is going to be football. So football. And then in brackets here, we're going to give the index of the one we want to delete. And that's going to be 2. So there we go. We've successfully deleted Kansas City Chiefs from our from our array, right? But one thing though, guys, we're actually not getting rid of it. So this is something that I kind of want to bring you to your attention. If I were to print out the value of the second index in the football array, I want you guys to take a look and see what we get. Because you might think that we've deleted that value, so maybe it's the Green Bay Packers now, but that's actually not true. So let's go ahead and print out that line using our DOM elements. So document.getElement by ID. Oh my gosh, guys. Line 1 is our ID name, and set the inner HTML to be football 2. So what am I doing here? I've deleted football 2, but I also want to see football 2. And let's just run our code and see what we get for now. We run our code, we get an error alrighty. That probably means I did something wrong with my ID name. Let's see, line. I wrote line. It should be line 1. There we go. Just an example of what you shouldn't be doing, guys. So go ahead and run your code, and we get undefined. So basically, moral of the entire story, guys, is that when we delete something from our array, it's not deleted. It has not disappeared from our array. It has simply been changed to undefined. So Kansas City Chiefs, instead of only having 3 items in our array now, we still have 4 items. But out of the 4 items, 3 are strings and 1 is undefined. But if you were to print out the entire array after you deleted it, Kansas City Chiefs would not show up. And that is just something I want to bring to your attention here. If you print out your entire thing one more time, you're not going to get undefined in the middle of your array. It's just not going to print it out. So when you print out the entire thing, you're only going to see 3 items. But don't get confused by that. So we know that it's undefined, but when we run it, look here. This is kind of saying that we've deleted something, but it's not quite gone. You see the double comma thing, which is saying there was something here before, but I deleted it, so now it's undefined. So yeah, that was our delete keyword video. A couple things to take away besides my preference of the football teams was that we delete it using a keyword, not some sort of method. And when you delete these items, they're not actually getting deleted, they're getting replaced by undefined. So in the next video, we'll be learning how to concat different arrays, so how to merge them. And I'll see you then. Bye, guys.